All right, all right. I've seen everybody in the comments. I've seen everybody clamoring for it. Everybody wants this to happen. They want me to return to the old ways, where I used to do it only one episode at a time for these reviews. And so I'm going to listen to those comments, and I'm just kidding. You think anybody's watching these? No, this is just an easier way for me to get the videos out quicker. So, yeah, gonna be pretty short. What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Anderson here, and this is Echo Season 1 of maybe more than one, I don't know. Episode 1, Chafa. So this is one I was not really all that interested in checking out. I didn't really have a problem with Maya's character in Hawkeye. I thought she was fine. It just felt weird to give her her own show after the little appearance we got of her. I mean, I'm sure Maya's a bigger character in the comics. She probably has her own series. But just from what we got of her in Hawkeye, I was not clamoring to see a show about her. And to be perfectly honest, this setup was not great. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad episode by any stretch of the imagination. But when I think about the show itself, you've got 5 episodes to work with. The first episode is mostly stuff that we've already seen or already could maybe piece together. Like the stuff with her childhood, okay, so we get to see how she lost her leg, we get to see how she lost her mom, and kind of the situation that led to what her and her dad were dealing with and why her dad turned to Fisk and started working for him. So that was fine, but everything after that wasn't really new information. It's stuff we'd already seen or heard in Hawkeye. So ultimately, what happened in this episode was not much. We have a little bit of setup in that apparently she's trying to start her own criminal empire, which I don't know why we're supposed to root for her. If she's trying to run a criminal empire, it feels a little odd in that sense, and it seems like she's going to go to war with Fisk based on they ran like a little preview for the season at the end of the episode. So yeah, it just seems an odd setup for this show and for the main character, who I assumed we were supposed to see her maybe turning her life around after everything she did for Fisk, but instead it feels like she's kind of just more so wanting to do her own thing but still be a criminal. So that seems a little odd. As far as some of the stuff that happened in this episode that we didn't already see from Hawkeye, the only thing that really stood out to me was the fight against Daredevil. And I feel like that's something that maybe should have been saved for a later episode. I don't know how that would make sense. I think that's kind of a fun idea. You've got a character who can't see fighting a character who can't hear. Okay, that's an interesting setup. I will say, I am curious to find out, I don't know if it was ever talked about in Hawkeye, what about her makes her a superhero? Because with Daredevil, we know he can't see, but his hearing is so good. It's like superhuman to the point where he actually is more aware than people who can actually see. So for her, she can't hear, but what is it about her that makes up for that to the point where she's much better than people who are able to hear? I don't know if we know that yet, or if it's been talked about, or maybe that's something that's going to happen in this show. She will get some sort of powers. But I will say, if she doesn't get any powers and she's just a good fighter who can't hear, I will say it is kind of bland. I'm here to watch superheroes, and if we're just going to watch somebody who's really good at fighting, and the only thing that's different about her is, well, she can't hear, okay, but that doesn't make her a superhero. That just makes her a good fighter who has that one unique thing that actually makes it more difficult in some scenarios. I'm not remembering if anything like that was brought up in Hawkeye, and definitely from this first episode, I'm not seeing anything that suggests she has some sort of superhuman qualities. She just seems like she's a really good fighter. Outside of that, there was nothing really that interesting. Some funny jokes. Overall, the comedy was fine, I guess. Nothing really made me laugh out loud. The one guy that was, I think, her cousin that was staying at the house was a little much, to be fair. But it wasn't bad. It just didn't really interest me at all. But we do end with Fisk waking up in the hospital. Apparently she shot him in the eye and he survived it. Okay. I feel like it would have made more sense if she shot him in what she thought was the heart and she missed, or maybe his heart is so small that she missed. I don't know. Do something like that. But shooting him in the eye, he's dead. It hits his brain and he's dead. But no, he's able to survive a bullet to the eye because, he's that badass. Kind of stupid. But we'll see what this season holds. Like I said in the intro, I'm going to be doing these one episode at a time, mostly because it helps me get out more videos in a short amount of time, but also because I wasn't sure how to break up 5 episodes. Doing 3 and 2 just didn't sit right with me. So we're going to handle it one episode at a time. It does mean these reviews are probably going to be a bit shorter since there might not be as much to talk about, but I will try to get through as much of it as I can. But with all that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What were your thoughts on this first episode, and what were your expectations going into this season? Let me know. We can talk about and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future Echo reviews. Also check out the channel. We have a lot of other reviews on there, so check those out if you have time. But until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.